Hey there, happy Sunday. I'm back. Time to color. Um, I might show some of the things in my Kirby books, but right now I really want to finish her hair. Um, and this is the Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book, um, a fantasy art adventure. So I really want to do her hair so I can move on. And man, I want music. Hmm. That will help me, but I really don't want to hear their. I don't know. Was listening to one of the restream music things, and like the music isn't really. It's like it keeps looping over and over and over again in awkward ways, and that's not really what I want to listen to. I'm just saying. So I don't know. I have a problem with. I only have one set of speakers that I can use now, so that's a problem too. I don't know how that's going to work if I try to play some Jason Lewis Mind Amend, but I'm going to try. Although I forgot, I got to update. Nope, I don't have to update Google on my other one. That's good. Okay, so let's do that because I need some music. And I'm just going to, it's free promotion for Jason. I guess he doesn't mind. I don't know, but I probably should ask officially, but then I'm afraid what the answer will be. I don't know. Oh, I need my other keyboard. Shoot. Hold on. The setup is real. Hold on. Woo! Don't fall. Limited space here. Oh, I don't have it on. That would help if I had it on. There we go. Jason Lewis Mind Man. I had to put the whole thing in. It's used to me. Okay. Where are you, Jason? Oh, shoot. Come on. You're supposed to. Okay, there we go. He's got some new ones. I don't know what they're like, though. This deep house. Oh, that's right. If I turn that on this one, I don't think I can do it. Shoot. Whatever. I'm so tired of technical stuff. I don't like dealing with technical stuff. I really don't. Let's just do the old. I don't like that. What's future pop? It's probably too wild. Let's play it for a little while. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm really just going to color right now. I'm not going to talk, so um, I'll start talking when I get to the start going into my Kirby books probably. But the blue I used. It's kind of dull. Look at that. Need to fix that. That's a pretty decent point without even trying too hard. I need to empty this, but I do love this um, pencil sharpener. It's a Coom and it is, what's it called? Special something. It's starting to lose the, I guess I've been using it so much, it's starting to lose the print on it. But it works for a lot of the pencils I have. Like quite a few, especially of the ones I've been using lately. that's been the best sharpener for them, and I'm not getting any breakage or anything, so that's always good. Or minimal. I mean, you can't say no, because every once in a while something will happen, but to my knowledge, nothing significant. I'm sad that my summer is coming to a close. I don't like that. I'm feeling some kind of way lately about it. I just realized that I think that is kind of bothering me today or lately, between yesterday and today. Why does it look different from the other one? Does it? It does look different. Why? Huh. No, here we go. No, I don't think I can do this. I can't do this music. Not right now. It's not relaxing enough for me. I don't know. I'm in such a weird mood today. Just a lot. I don't know. Like I said, I think it's it being, summer's ending. I'm feeling it. And I don't know. What I need to do is actually look at all the things that I accomplished and not f- feel like, have this feeling like, oh, I didn't get anything done, or I didn't get everything done I wanted to do. But I did get a lot done. So I have to remember that, catalog it, remember it. But there's always this sense of, I don't know, unnecessarily a sense of remorse over not having done everything when I wanted to do, when I know everything that I need it, everything that's here to be done. It's way more than could be humanly done. So I have to cut myself some slack and look at what I've accomplished and be glad for it. And I should have my glasses on. I don't know how close I'm cutting to that unk, but I basically did the hair by doing basically what I'm doing right now. I just kept streaking and streaking and streaking, and I have white underneath there, which I put down in some of the early layers in certain spots. So it would kind of show, hopefully, like reflect. Oops, there we go. I could feel this was kind of funny after I just said, "Oh, I never had any breakage." It was feeling kind of funny, but I'm going to use it until I can't use it no more. This is a chroma flow. Okay, I think we're at the point of no more. I probably need to empty this pencil sharpener is what I need to do, but that'd be too much like rate. I didn't play any games really this summer. I played a couple like kind of cheapo um, hidden adventure games on Steam, but I didn't play any Sims at all. Oh, and something I didn't check for, which every once in a while I do, is Paralives, that sim like game that was supposed to come out however long ago. That was supposed to be competition for The Sims and be a reprieve for people like me who are sick of The Sims, you know, monetizing their game in ridiculous ways. How many times has that rollout of that game been pushed up or back or whatever, whichever way you call it? It ain't out yet. Every once in a while, I check and see, are they out yet? Are they out yet? Because I think I signed up for, I don't know, whatever the thing was, the beta testing or something. I don't know. And still waiting on it. Still waiting on it. By then, Sims will have corrected, or EA or whomever will have corrected that behavior by the time they get to it. But by the time Paralives comes out, okay, I really should have my glasses on for this. I know I have a pair here somewhere, but where? There they are. I just need to color. It's going to be, this week is pretty much going to be me trying to orient myself to getting back to business before officially next week is back to business. So tomorrow, I guess, is when I get my distressed inks. And I don't know if some of the tools come tomorrow. I hope I do get the tools and the inks at the same time. Because I ordered them separately, because at first I thought, nah, I don't need the tools. And then I was watching some videos and watching how people work them. I was like, yeah, you really need the tools. At least this one particular one, it says, I think I need that. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. And why do I do want to line her eyes? So, I mentioned earlier about investigating using heavy-bodied acrylics that you normally use on canvas. Using those in a coloring book, like watering them down a little bit, or maybe even not. There's some blue peeking through. Should I be concerned? Should I be concerned, or can I kind of fudge that? Kind of fudge it. And then I had another thought after that. I thought, well, what about just using my oil paints in here? Which I still have them. Still have a lot of them. A lot of tubes of them. What would happen if I used oil paints in here? I'm always after vibrant color, and so that was in my mind too. It's like, So it's in my head of things to play around with whenever it strikes me that I got a moment in mind to play. That's kind of, how did I do that? I like how that one got kind of fuzzy, unintentionally. Now I want to try and do it intentionally. Okay. Thinking I want to color this in with jewels, like to make them like jewels instead of to continue with the gold. I might use gel pens for that, maybe. As long as they don't smudge. Don't know what color to make her eyes. I need to erase out that blue. Okay, let's see. I don't know if I want to use, I think I'd rather use the polychromos in here. Because her hair I did with the Derwent Chroma Flows, but the polychromos is what I did everything else with on here, and I like that. I did the other one, this other page, the page before it, I did with the Chroma Flows, and I don't know, I kind of didn't like how they were working on this paper. So, I mean, it wasn't bad, but like it wasn't, I don't know, something about it just wasn't giving me the kind of smooth blendability I want. It wasn't giving me enough of that. And like I said, I'm starting to get a feel for what I really like and how and when and where and why. The light bulbs coming in. So, okay, so should I do the cat? Cat is supposed to be gray. I don't have a good gray, and I don't have enough grays in there. Although I could play and pretend to get more variety in the Karen dashes, but maybe I think I'm gonna wait until I get the 150 set of the polychromos and do the cat, because the cat is supposed to be an Egyptian Mao, and they have they're gray with black spots, and for me to get variation in his coat, I feel like I need white and different grays or something, or I need a different gray than what I have in here. I don't think this gray is the right gray, so I need a different one. So I'm gonna wait. So let's see. I don't have to be realistic. I really don't. I have to remind myself of that. I don't know what color to make anything else in here. Do I need to go to Kirby already? I don't think I found the right one for this yet. Right sharpener. Guess we're gonna go on this side. Do we want that to be stone or beige? I think so. Might be boring, but that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know, I might add, a bright color or something after or somewhere or something. But not right now. Can't remember. Is it like, I don't know. I'm just gonna make it stone. I don't care. One thing about this, I can like bling it out with some acrylic paint or something after. So I watched a movie last night, and I watched it because I started watching a video on YouTube, which I did post to my wall last night. It was a live that I happened to just have bumped into, and now I'm subscribed to the person. Three women were on there discussing black horror movies, and I was like, "Well, this is interesting." And I quick like actually I didn't watch all of the live. Hardly watched any of the live because when they started talking about this one movie that they were going to review, I was like, "Oh, that sounds good." I'm like, I need to watch the movie before I listen to their review. So I cut off the review, which I got to go back and watch it. But I watched the movie last night, and it was late, and like I watched the whole movie. I didn't fall asleep. I was sitting in bed too. I did not fall asleep. I wanted to see what was going to happen. The characters were engaging. Um, yeah, it was a good movie, and it was called Saloon, Saloum, and I saw it on Amazon Prime. It was really good. It was really good. So now I got to go back and watch their review of it. Um, I'm kind of hoping they have on the description for their video. If they reviewed more than one movie, I hope they have them all like in the description, so I can watch them all before I listen to the entire video. Because I don't want any spoilers. I want to be surprised. But yeah, Saloon was a really good movie. Um, it has French subtitles, which I can't read, but um, I can pronounce them like Pepe Le Pew, of course. I can do that. I can really fake it, but I can't really read it. Although someday I should probably start watching some movies like that without the captions and see what I can catch, or put on French captions and see what I can catch. I don't know. Someday I'm gonna learn French. I haven't given up hope. I don't know what I'm doing to this thing's face. I think this is what happens when I talk. I don't mind it though. So, yeah. So it has English subtitles. They're speaking in French. I guess the movie Senegalese. I guess from Senegal. It's from Senegal. Um, and yeah, it was really good. I don't even want to say anything else about it because I don't want to give away any spoilers. And I want you to watch, if you want to know more about it, watch the review from the ladies, from what I posted on my wall. And I probably will try and post it again. But yeah, I think I found a new channel to subscribe to. because if they liked that movie or they watched that movie, then these are probably some ladies I kind of want to, you know, listen to more. I used to actually, hey, Foxy Colors, how you doing? I can't say it like you say it. I gotta find something to say when you come in the room. It's unique. How you doing today? Well, this is looking kind of stonage like, sorta. I got this thing. It's kind of like, I don't know. I can feel it when I get in a certain mode when I'm coloring, when my head just gets into it. And that's why I'm starting to think that polychromos really are my pencil. Because I get this in my hand and I just start moving with it. And I don't even know, I can't even tell you what I'm doing. I just start moving with it. And it's like I do when I'm painting. I don't think, I just start doing stuff. And it just, yeah. So I think polychromos is my pencil. I think you're my pencil. I think I want to make that little horn thing gold. I don't know how weird that might be or not, but yeah, that's something when you find your pencil. Because I don't think, yeah, I think I found my pencil. It's a moment. So have you been doing any coloring today, Foxy? Let's do this. I've been looking at my Kirby books and looking at some of the pages and trying to figure out what do I want to color, and starting in September and all that. And I'm not really sure. I can't make a decision. I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, or I don't know if I want to do that. And I discovered that one thing that's really bugging me now is that um it's bugging me. The two page pictures are really getting on my nerves in there. As I looked at them, I'm like, I like the page, I like the image being the size that it is, but I don't like the fact that it's separated by, the binding thing. Like somehow he needs a new kind of binding in his books or something where you can actually pull out the whole page and have it be together. Because I don't know, it's just weird. I think it's weird. So I've been thinking about that, and I don't know. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, it's there now until I find my eraser or something, or we'll just leave it there. It must be time to color something else. When you make a mistake, move on. Oh, cool. I'll have to watch it. I've been behind in everybody's videos because I've been in kind of a funk this weekend. I'm getting things done though, but kind of getting things done in the house basically, but still kind of like, I don't know. Oh, I forgot. You know what? I think I'm going to make these jewels in there just so I don't have to put in the hair. Because you don't see any hair underneath this one. But you see what might be hair underneath this one. So I'm going to opt for there is no hair underneath. There's a big fat jewel there. That's what I'm doing. Um, yeah, they're kind of, I don't know how I feel about him now. I like him, but I'm looking at the images and I'm like, I don't know if I want to color that. I don't know if I want to color that. And then there's one page that I was looking at, that I two lips that I have that I really like, but it's like, does he really have that many pages that are like that page? And I don't know that he does. So like I got things whirling around in my head with that because I'm not sure. Okay, now is that set? Should I make him gold or I might make him gold even though he's in the background. What do I do with him? Hmm. Hmm. I feel like I got to turn the page upside down. I really wish I had a good gray with me now so I could work on the cat. I suppose I could work on the necklace. This I did kind of messy on here. This is where probably using the Karen Dash would be good. But I think I'm also going to go over this with gel pen. So I'm kind of, I don't know, gel pen or metallic paint. So I'm not too worried about that. But it looks kind of junky. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I don't know if it's the weather or, I don't know, allergies or what. I just kind of. Trees are kind of generic. We could do the trees. I think these are supposed to be like palm trees, kind of, sort of. I don't have a real dark green in this. And I don't really want a blue in the background. I'm gonna fudge it a little bit. So I have been doing I've been doing a lot of organizing in the house. A lot, a lot, a lot. And I've gotten a lot done with that. Still got a lot ways to go. I'm trying to get things more into like how the way we use them, functional wise, and like things together and all that because since like the pandemic and um, my husband he had hip surgery like what a couple years ago, and then at the same time that he had his hip surgery, the dog came down with the vestibular syndrome. So, and then from that point, it's been getting used to something new happening with the dog because he was an older dog, and now us losing him, having to say goodbye to him when last month before, um, it's like a lot of catching up I got to do with a lot of things around the house. So, um, it's like I just saw like we had a whole cupboard of like dog treats. It was like I found them when I was organizing. It's like, oh, I'm like, well, we don't need those anymore. So like I boxed those up, and it's a lot of them too. Like it was only one little dog. My goodness, that dog had a life. I swear, we spoiled him. My husband would feed him. He would feed him liver. Like every time my husband would like eat like liverwurst and cheese and all whatever, and like the dog would sit there and and my husband was like one for me, one for you, and one for me, two for you, two for the dog, one for him. It was always yeah, yeah. He lived a good life. I mean, we didn't have him from a puppy. He was actually my sister's dog, and then they couldn't keep him anymore, and so we took him, and yeah, he has a life out here. He really did. So I feel good about that. So I don't feel so bad about losing him because, about him being gone because I know that like we really gave him a good life. So I just think about him and smile. I'm glad he's out of pain and all that because I'm glad for that. But yeah, so those dogs at the shelter or wherever, they're getting like huge bonus. All them things like we had those, what is it called, the nudgies or whatever. Like we weren't really cheap about our treats. Although there were some cheap ones in there that like we didn't give away because we didn't give to. I mean, we didn't give to our dog because I don't know, we're brats and we spoil them. We spoil our animals. I even had a bag of catnip in there. I don't even know. I mean, we haven't had cats in like, has it been like 6 years? And we had a bag of catnip in there, which like I don't even know why we had that anyway because catnip grows in our yard. So it's like, where'd that come from? I don't know if somebody gave that to us or what. We didn't need it though. We have fresh catnip that grows in our yard everywhere. Um, so we gave that away too. Now I'm thinking like we have a whole like pet med chest or not chest, but cupboard. And I was thinking, you know what? Like I've been holding on to this stuff for forever, thinking, well, maybe, well, this, well, that. I need to just get rid of this stuff. I really do, and I don't know. I don't know if the shelter can use any of that either, because some of it's old. But I don't know. Some of it I might still hold on to, because well, we had a cat that we used to have to give him colace because he used to get poop stuck in his butt. And I know I said this before, but one time he got a whole mouse head stuck in his butt. A little wild thing. And we used to have to give him colace every day. And the only way to give it to him was like we had to use like a pill popper. So it's like this long, almost like a syringe, just like a long, narrow, straw-sized tube. And then the end of it has a plunger. And then the end has like plastic around it, rubber around it that you stick the pill in so it holds. And then that's the only way we could do it, like so he wouldn't run away or whatever. Had to hold his mouth open, and boop, pop it down his throat. He didn't like us for that, but he got over it. It helped keep his poop soft. Yeah, that was a lot of work. Well, let me tell you, we did a lot for our pets. We did a lot for our pets. But I had like a whole bunch of those, and they were really useful. They worked. But we have like I got all kinds of stuff. It's like I need to like get rid of it. I'll have a whole cupboard. I'll have a whole nother cupboard for me. Yeah, he got a whole mouse head stuck in his butt. We found out when we took him to the vet. We thought he just had more poop stuck in his butt, and they called us and they cracked up laughing. He says, "Yeah, it was a whole mouse head." I was like, "A whole mouse head?" Yep, a whole mouse head. And like the thing is, yeah, we would find like he was the most mild mannered cat I ever met. You could like hold him upside down and he would not care. He'd be just looking around like stupid. And he'd have the stupid look on his face. But he was a hunter. He was really a hunter. And sometimes we would find headless mice around, outside, and close to the door because like he ate the head. He ate the freaking head. I'm like, what the heck? Is that like people who like fish heads? They like sucking on fish heads. My mom used to like sucking on fish heads. FYI. What is that? Oh, that's that. Um, Carrie. Yep, whole mouse head stuck in his butt. But yeah. So he was a trip. Like that cat. Like he used to go to the vet. There were some days like when he went to the vet because he used to have to get his butt flushed out a lot. Um, obviously. And like they just liked having him there, and he knew where their lunchroom was, and like that when he got in there and he was finally like treated or whatever and out of his cage, they just let him out, and he knew he knew the whole office. He knew where the lunchroom was. That was right where he would go when they were, when he was like done being treated or whatever, he'd go right to their lunchroom because he knew he's so adorable. They would feed him. He just was he just was really mild mannered. He just got along with everybody and every animal, and except of course for mice. Well, he got along with the mice real well. You know, so much so that like he swallowed part of it. Sorry, not to be gross, but yeah. And like whenever he loved poultry, oh my god, if we were eating chicken, forget it. We would not be able to get away from him. And I'm not one that I don't like feeding animals like from the table and all that. So, although with him, I kind of got, um, I don't know. He worked me a few times with it by not feeding him in his bowl. But I tried to always like if I was having poultry, I'd put it in his bowl. But the thing is, he would eat it so fast. He would hurry up and eat it and then come to me to where I was to get more. And he would paw your leg for more. He would keep pawing your leg. Like, okay, I ate that piece, give me some more. Okay, I ate that piece, give me some more. What you brat. Oh, he was something else. Yeah, eating fish heads is normal. Yeah. You eat the whole thing. The whole thing. In most places. My mom used to love sucking on fish heads. Probably is good for you too, actually. What's in there? I was used to seeing, fish fried, the whole fish, not, the whole fish, not just the. I always felt like I don't know, if it was the fish without the head, that something wasn't quite right. Like it's some kind of process thing. Is that a tree? That's a tree. I was watching a video just before I came live, and this woman was talking about a meal, some kind of meal kit made by chefs, created by chefs, and one of the recipes was stewed, um, oh my gosh, stewed snapper with beans and rice and peas, basically. I looked at that, I was like, oh my god, I love red snapper. That's my favorite fish. Hey, Miss Southern Belle. I don't know. I never got a chance to suck on a fish head because my mom always that was hers, so I never got to experience it. Figure out like I gotta look at a picture of palm trees to figure out how to finish those up. But I feel like I need a darker green, and I don't have a darker green in this 36 set. Yes, red snapper is my favorite. Oh my gosh. I remember that was one of my favorite things I had the last time we went as a family to Jamaica. It was red snapper and bami. And I don't know, I keep feeling like we were at Dunn's River Falls or somewhere. We were somewhere near some water or something, on a beach or something. Oh my god, that was so good. Cause like being from the south, my mom was from the south, so like, and we were around most of that side of the family when I was growing up. My mom's side, and so fish and bread was like a thing. If you had fish, you would eat fish and bread or chicken and bread. That was like a thing, right? So having the red snapper with bammy was like similar, or we would have fish with grits. So having fish with bammy was kind of like a variation of both. It was almost like having fish with grits and bread together or something. But oh man, oh wow. You know what? That might be why we ate bread with the fish all the time, was because of the bones. A bit of brown to this. I could do that. These things really, they really do blend nice. They really do. I need to look at a picture of a tree. Plus, I need to look at how it meets at this part, which is probably kind of like scaly looking, if I remember like how palms look. Let me look at a picture real quick. I need a reference. A reference. I really want to color that cat, but I can't color the cat yet. A teaspoon of vinegar? Oh. To get rid of bones in your throat or to get rid of bones in the fish? Ooh, that background is moving. I just noticed that. I didn't think it was doing that. Ooh, that's weird. Let me look for a palm tree. An Egyptian palm tree. And, oops, whack. Oops. What happened? I didn't want to do that. Oh, I'm on the wrong keyboard. Oh, if it gets stuck in your throat? I will remember that. I never heard that one. Good one. You never know. Okay, so I'm going to turn this other keyboard on. Egyptian palm trees. Or dates. Palms, Egypt. Date palm. That's what I'm thinking these things are. Maybe not. Yeah, that's kind of what they are. Let's see. What do they look like? Oh. Well, dang. How are we going to do that? How are we going to do that? Oi. Oi. We're going to have to be texturizing and things. I'm not sure if I feel like doing that or not. But now that I hear dates, now I want some dates. Actually, I want to make some milk with, like, to make homemade, nut milk, to soak dates and cashews together and then, like, blend them, of course, on high and strain it. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. I need to get some dates. So let's see. Got an old Color Stray pencil here. That's kind of dark. Do I want to go there? How does it look? See, I'm thinking of like trees I saw in Florida, and I don't know exactly what kind of palm tree or whatever it is, but it seemed like they were kind of fan-like. Oh, I gotta get my keyboard out again. Unless I use this one. Let me see. Can I get another? Let's look at palm trees. I done lived in the north too long. Da, 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 da. Trying to find that one tree where everything's kind of sticking up. And it looks like a fan. Fan. No. Not finding the one I'm looking for. Well, let's see. Do I want to do gold underneath? I do. Like gold. I'm really loving being able to layer with these. I think that's where I kind of found like these are my pencil. It's kind of like what I wish Prismacolor would do without freaking crumbling and flaking and dusting all over the place. They didn't do it for me. I do. I still got a plan for them Prismacolors, so I got a plan. Let's see. Do I want another layer of color? Actually, I had a friend who was a coworker from who was from Egypt, and like she's one of those people I know. If I were to get connect with her now, it would still be like yesterday, like pick up where we left off. It's just that I don't know where she is right now, but yeah, she was Egyptian, and she told me the story of her grandmother that was like, whoa, um, because her grandmother um was Armenian, and I don't know, wound up in Egypt, but it was a. I wish I could, man. I wish I could have sat down with her grandmother. But basically, when she was the grandmother was a little girl. Their entire village was, attacked, burnt down, because of them being Armenian wars and all that kind of things. And she was like, I don't know, something like 7 years old or something like that. And she had a little brother who, of course, the little brother was younger. And she said it basically took her little brother's hand, and they just walked. They, ran away. They ran away from the village because it was getting burnt down. And somehow they wound up in Egypt. Got married, had kids, and I got to meet this woman as a result of the survival of her grandmother. And this woman is really, she is just precious. Precious, precious, precious. And we always used to tease her husband because when he came in to because he would come in to pick her up sometimes from work, and he'd wear those the Ray-Bans, and we say, "Oh my God, you look like you look like you work for the FBI or some Middle Eastern intelligence organization." We'd have him cracking up laughing. But yeah, she taught me. She had me over for dinner once, and we had like some of their traditional foods or whatever. It was really good. I learned how some things about kushku then. Kushku. I can't say that word, but anyway, that's where I first learned about that and started eating it. It was from her, and she was talking about one part of our conversations, like when that's like similar with my grandmother, that her father um they were like, well, you can come to America to live with us and whatever, and he didn't want to come. He's like, I'm old, I've lived here all my life, I don't want to live anywhere else. And that's how my dad's mom was too. um it's like, well, we can file for you to come over here to live with us, and she's like, no, what am I gonna live over there for? I don't blame her. Where she was is beautiful, like, really beautiful. But know why I'm doing all this to the trees. I know I want to put texture on them, and I'm making them all smooth and stuff, but I guess that'll just go over it. It's like the pencil's got hold of me. I can't I can't control it. It's taking me. It's because I like how it feels, the way the pigment goes down. But I want texture on these. I don't want it to be smooth. I don't know. Hmm. So I'm wondering, like, if the way I'm thinking of them is they kind of fan out. I can't find an image of the tree that I'm looking for. It's kind of like a do like Southern Belle said, and like kind of use this brown and try to add some. I think I'm gonna have several layers of. Probably could use a darker brown, but and I think this illustrator, I think she purposely leaves like no texture on some of these things because when she has paintings of these images, like colored in images, like because these are from things she's actually works she's actually produced. Like if you see this over here, this is a description of it, and she actually did this for. She says an illustration for a short story written by Kachina Micheletto that will be appearing in my upcoming art book. Um, in her upcoming art book, blah blah blah. So yeah, so she actually paints these. So thank you. Yeah, I looked at a picture of a hieroglyphic because I was like, what do they usually have on their eyes again? And it's like this blue. It's like a solid blue in the hieroglyphics. They have that. So I was like, well, it's all blue. That's what we doing. But yeah, I realized that like I normally don't like cutesy kind of books or whatever. But first of all, I saw it on Southern Belle's channel. She was coloring the spooky book. I can't remember the name of it offhand, but she was coloring that Halloween looking book. And I don't know, immediately I was like, ooh, I think I like that. I think that it looked like it was a big book. And actually, it's not a big book, but the images are big, which I actually like um, because it gives you a lot of room to play around. And the paper gives you a lot of options of things to play with. So I'm gonna be exploring in here with some things. I'm probably gonna practice in something else to make sure I don't mess up the book. But I love the quality of these books a lot. I really do, and that's a draw for me. And the fact that it's only one image per page. What's on the other side is her description, but worst case scenario, I could always take a picture of the description with my phone or copy it on the copier, and I'll have that still. That's true. Everything we've eaten has one tatted tat on. Yep. The cows, everything. It's like my friend said. My best friend, the one that passed a couple of years ago, he was telling me when he was trying to explain to my husband that he and his wife are vegetarians. He said, "I don't eat anything with eyes on," and my husband said, "Well, you eat potatoes, don't you?" They were cracking up laughing. He goes, "Well, you got a point there." Yeah, it's amazing how sanitized, like sanitizing the whole meat industry. If it wasn't so sanitized, I think we probably would eat less meat if we realized where they came from. If we saw the heads on everything, we would probably not eat so much meat. And I think it is every time like anybody like in school has to read what is it, Upton Sinclair? Is it his book about the meat industry in Chicago in whenever year it was, the early 1900s? Everybody wants to become a vegetarian after they read that book. But I just feel like it's like to honor the things that you eat. They're there as provision for us, but like you can abuse it. It's just like everything we're given. We can we can use it or abuse it. And I feel like, we're at abuse point with a lot of things these days. It's like to be a good steward of the land and everything that's on it and in it. I feel better when I eat veggies most of the time, to be honest. When I was doing, I was one of the few people I think who lost weight during COVID, and that was because I was doing, well, I was doing Noom, but I was also doing, what's the thing, Purple Carrot, subscription box, and everything was plant based, and yeah, I lost 20 pounds between the two of those. And it was just kind of unintentional. I just wanted to eat better, and I lost 20 pounds. And a lot of that stuff was really good. Most of it, 99% of it was good. Um, there were some things that they would send me. I'm like, well, that's kind of suspect. Like I don't like eating the meat substitute things. I don't like them. I'm like, because I don't want anything processed. I want it to be from scratch. So, well, something else I learned from that subscription box was how to make more variations on making a veggie burger, which was really incredible because I only kind of knew one way, like to do it with what was it, how with black beans, but I learned how to make a veggie burger with using quinoa as a base, and it turns out really good because like when you fry the quinoa as a burger, it gets crispy on the outside. It gets this really nice crisp that's really really good. But my husband is a carnivore though, so but even he liked a lot of those dishes. He liked a lot of them. The only ones he didn't really like were the chickpeas. Anything that had chickpeas in it, he was not about that life. And I could understand that because I don't really care for chickpeas either. But I kind of ate them with that because it came with it. But excuse me, I gained an appreciation for chickpeas that I didn't have before, and I learned ways that I can handle them. That maybe I couldn't before. Is that green enough? I feel like you still need a darker green or darker brown or darker something. I don't know if I should go in there with olive or what. I think I need to wait. Oh, shrimp heads are really ugly. Shrimp heads make me not want to eat shrimp. They look weird. They look like aliens. And then they look so delicate. They look really delicate with their heads on that I feel bad for eating them. Because it reminds me of like those microorganisms that they show that are in um the real deep ocean. And it's like I feel like I'm doing something bad when I eat them. I'm not a big shrimp person anyway, though. Not really, because it's that line that's on the back of their their back or whatever. I don't know. I call it like the poop line or something. I don't know what that is, but I think poop or something goes through it. I don't know who told me that, but yeah, that makes me feel kind of funny. It's like I had a boyfriend one time who wouldn't eat clams or oysters. He says, "I'm not eating anything that shits in the same thing it lives in." I'm like, "Well, you got a point there." She traumatized. Yeah, it's been really hard with braces because all the I can't eat because I don't like cooking my vegetables to death. I feel like they don't even taste right to me that way. Um, and I can't eat raw vegetables. I can't eat. I have to cook them until they're soft, and like a lot of times, if you cook them till they're soft, they're not even like you don't want to eat that. And I mean, I don't. So yeah, you can blame Bill. My ex-boyfriend Bill. That's what he said. I ain't eating nothing that shits in the same thing it lives in. I'm like, ooh, oh. I was like, oh. I never thought about it like that. So I don't know. I almost think like I should try and use the Karen Dash to add detail to this, but I don't think I want to add detail today because I don't think I'm in a detail kind of mood. I'm in a detailed state of mind. And now I don't remember what green I used, but I suppose look for the one that's dull or that's less. Oh, something. I don't know what that is. It's like on the edge. We're just gonna fudge it. Uh oh. I got Carrie rethinking that too. I don't know. Maybe some of this green in there. I feel like something's lacking. I don't want to overdo it. Overwork it. Now I want to know what the poop part looks like. I'm gonna Google oyster poop. Oh, oh, thank you. Yeah, because I run out of I don't know something inspiration or something when I look at a page, and so like I kind of like at a certain point I just leave it alone. It's like I need to come back when it got I don't know when I'm feeling it or something. So I'm gonna do the grass. Grass is easy. We want to use a different green. Gary, the hot girl summer. Yeah, well, in the description it says that she's got a bad attitude. What they say, she says, Sanura is a grumpy Egyptian princess. She's grumpy. Kind of like I've been the past few days. Not exactly grumpy, but just in a funky mood. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like making this cat blue. Maybe do a blue black, almost like her hair, but more blue than black. Maybe. I don't plan my colors, as you can tell. I just kind of like, what do I feel like? And then so some of the pages wind up looking kind of junky. But oh well. I do have in the back of my mind, though, like probably like the past year, to avoid the rainbow. Don't make it look like a rainbow. Try to restrict some of the colors and make them kind of, you know, don't try to use every color in the rainbow. Like restrict yourself to one part of it. Ooh, that was thunder. And kind of cloudy today. Well, because it's a statue, so it's not a real cat. This one is not a real cat. This one is supposed to be a real cat. He's going to be gray and black because that's what this is supposed to be, an Egyptian Mao, and they are gray with black spots, kind of, sort of spots. Um, so yeah, because then that'll kind of make it blend in with this and this. If I have the cat be blue black, so oh, that's another bush. Should we? Yeah, see, I want a darker green. Is there? Okay, we're getting desperate now. We're gonna go into here. Gonna go into the archive. So dark? Not really. It's not really darker green in here either. That maybe, but not really when I look at the pencil. So, although I could. I'm wondering, like, if I did purple, what would happen? Purple is like blue and red together, and it might, with the green, make it kind of brown. Nah, no, I'm just thinking of things I've seen. Like when you watch movies and like Elizabeth Taylor and Cleopatra, things like that. Anytime you see something Egyptian, like and they talk about, like the color obsidian, I don't know, I think was something that Egyptians used to use. I don't know, or you see images like that. I don't know. Yeah, so I just got too much stuff in my head. That's mostly what it is. I got way too much stuff in my head. Okay, I'm gonna be really weird. I'm gonna go out there and I'm putting purple in this back one. Just really lightly. This is purple? Indigo. Not really. It's blue. Well, blue purple. But I'm hoping this won't make it more vibrant. It might though. Which would go against what I'm trying to do, but oh well. We're just gonna see what happens. Do you want more blue, or it could be brighter blue than that, maybe. Hmm. Some more. I don't know. I'm doing something weird now. I don't know. Foxy, you can be the witness. If this turns out crappy, you can tell them all exactly why. She did this great at that bush. I don't know why the hell she did that. But I guess my objective is to make this not stand out compared to the one in front, to make it look kind of duller because it's in the background. But I don't know if this is going to do that or not. We'll see. You know what? Let me do it to the edge. Let's see what happens if I put it on the edge. On the edge. Hmm. I do not know why the fan to my computer keeps coming on, but it keeps coming on. It's like I can't help you, and I don't know that I got the energy to actually. This doesn't really look olive now. I don't know if I have the energy to take it apart or, like open it up and vacuum it out. That was one thing I wanted to do this summer, but I haven't had time to do it yet. And I don't know if I feel like doing that. Mm. One thing though, I think I actually have room in there for. I don't know. I need to look at it just to remember what's in there. Because I think I may actually have two hard drives, which is one reason why I don't know why the fan keeps coming on or whatever. But if I don't, I could get another hard drive, and maybe that will help me with my storage issues. I don't know. Then I got to research that whole thing. So how much duller does that make it compared to the one in front? This is what we want to know. I don't know, but we're going to add the screen to the front first. Let's see what happens. I'll tell you one thing, I bought more coloring books than I thought I was ever going to buy this summer. I didn't think I was going to do that. I bought all of those mythographic books. I bought all those books from Ollie's. What was it, like 8 books from Ollie's? Then I just bought these 4. So I'm hoping this lasts me for a while and that I learn a lot with these and the I like those ones I got from Ollie's, particularly the Creative Pages one, because I like the fact that the images are simple. They're fun to like just fall back on, just to color, just for fun, and not be intense about it, and not feel like I have to be intense about it. But it's still on good paper, paper that's pretty sturdy. It's still one-sided images, so I can use markers on them if I want to. Okay, it's really officially thundering, isn't it? It's like I'm for real. I didn't know it was supposed to do this, but we're okay. No tornadoes. Good God. That tornado thing. I had no idea. I live up here, so we don't have that kind of stuff. And what we had, one had me standing in the hallway because I ain't going down to our basement. No way. They're going to have to pick me up like Dorothy, and throw me away because I ain't going in our basement. Nope. I'm choosing my poison. My poison is a tornado. Let's have a true. I don't like our basement at all, and I actually kind of want to. There's a guy down the road from us who actually got. It was really cool. He hired the Amish folk, and they lifted up his entire house. They were still living in it at the time, propped up his entire house and built a whole new foundation underneath his house. I was impressed. And I had to drive by every day to see the progress. Well, I had to drive by every day going to work. And so I would see the progress. And I also would see the buggy going by early in the morning when they were going to work on it. That was kind of cool too. Glad I wasn't driving, the same direction as they were, because then I'd have to like deal with horse poop on my wheels. That would kind of suck. Um, but okay, tangent. When I mentioned horse poop, this seems to be a poop kind of conversation today. When I was in marching band in high school, they had us marching behind the horses, and we had to wear white sneakers. Yeah, uh-huh. Can you imagine? Okay, does formation really matter anymore if you're marching behind horses? Nope. Nope. You're trying to avoid horse poop. That was interesting. I don't know who planned that, but they didn't plan that right. Anyway, back to the house. Yeah, so they had his house propped up, had it all ratcheted up, and they were living in the house while they were doing all this stuff, which blows my mind. But um, they dug a hole. They took out the old foundation, whatever, and they dug the hole more to the shape or whatever for the new one, and they built in the foundation. And what was that? That was like how long did that take them? Didn't seem like it took that long. It took a few months, but it didn't take that long because he's got his foundation now. His house is sitting on it. So I looked at that and like I think my husband was kind of like, oh no, it's giving her ideas. Yeah, it was giving me ideas. I was like, I want one of them. Let's get one of them. Let's get a new foundation because I don't like our basement. I want a new basement. And I kind of, let's see, I get wild with my ideas now. Then build a bigger foundation and add an addition to the house and put the addition on top of that foundation too. See, I know how to spend money, the right way. Spend it on a new foundation and an addition. I don't know if that's happening though. I doubt that's happening, but I do want somebody to work on our basement and like kind of reseal and I don't know, just to do some things with it. I want to talk to somebody about it and find out what can be done because it. I don't know. I want a basement I can go down in and not, feel like nope, can't do it. That's interesting. I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I played flute, and I don't know where we were in it, but yeah, we were behind the horses. I can't remember where we were or where flutes are, woodwinds are in the formation, but man, that was awful. Of course, we were kind of laughing though too, because we kind of thought it was hilarious, but it was also stinky. So like, it's like really, how are we supposed to play? Needless to say, I don't think we had our best performance, but I think we had a good excuse. I didn't like marching band at all. I think I got a doctor's excuse to get out of it the next year. 'Cause I was like, I ain't doing that. It's like I joined this to sit down and play. I ain't joined this to go marching and play it. I want to be do the orchestral stuff. I don't want to be doing no marching. I didn't like to sweat at all. I was really a Miss Priss. Okay, so that definitely make that vibrant in the front. So that kind of worked. So if we keep on the browns in this one, I don't know if I should do that now or not. Yeah, and you know what? I think they kind of just they made us do it. It's like if you're in band, you have to be in marching band. That's why I wanted getting a doctor's excuse because I had something. I don't know, my knee froze up or something one year. Um, I don't know what do they call it, like maid's knee or something like that. No, I don't know. It was really weird. It just locked up. So I got out of marching band from then on. It's like nope, can't do it. I got a bad knee. It wasn't that bad, but it looked good. Good enough excuse to not do it, not march behind horses again. Okay, I don't want to use that green. I think I want more purple. I like that blue, purple, blue. I don't know if I should use this other purple. Oh yeah, because it makes that olive. That's what I did with that with the Prismacolors. I got olive with the. How did I do that again? Was it yellow and purple? Kind of like that purple. Like the mountains where my grandma lived. So I thought was so gorgeous. I don't know. I don't know. I always remember like taking off like walking up there because she lived like in the hills, mountains, hills, whatever. And I was just amazed at how the mountains look purple. It's like the soil was like this deep, rich purple brown, just gorgeous. And I just thought it was amazing. And I remember like grabbing some of it because it's like that's just unreal. And it smelled wonderful. And like I did not like dirt. Like I said, I was a Miss Priss when I was a little girl, but that dirt was something special. It smelled so good. And then I grew up to find out that well, that's they grow coffee up there. That's why they grow coffee up there is because of that dirt. Man, that stuff smelled good, and it was so gorgeous. Okay, I'm kind of liking this. I don't know where my leaves are in this grass, but I like the colors in it. And it is kind of dull, so that it looks like it's backgroundish. I don't know. Good for now. So we go back and rework. How long have I been on here? I can't even tell. Just there it is. 1 hour and 28 minutes. Oh, longer than I thought. Thank you. No heads and no poo. Enjoy your meal. Thanks for hanging out. It's always lovely to see you. Take care. So let's see. Is there anything else we want to do on here? I need to think about what I want this to be. I think I'm going to make this gold. Bye-bye. I think I want to make this gold. I don't know what I want to do set as. Got to think about that. I got to look. I got to Google, see if I can find any references for, how the set image looks, what colors they put in them. I might tweak this guy, and when I find some images of him, But I kind of like him being stone face, I'm going to call him. I kind of like him being like that. Excuse me. Ooh. Um, I know I want to make this one blue black. Um, Gonna look up the hair. I don't know if it's supposed to be like blonde or wheat or what, but I don't necessarily have to go with, you know, how it shows on there either. I could make it something else, but I think it's usually like a blondish kind of color or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what this is back here. And I don't know. Maybe this is all building here. Is it all building? And then this is just the door. I could do it that way. Which kind of would mean I could use like the distressed inks on the background here. Which maybe I should have done that before I did the trees, but oh well, you know me. Um, hmm. Let's think about that one. And then this part. I gotta figure out what I want to make this. What is this? Ground, floor. My goodness, do I want to like actually put a pattern in here? Do I want to like use the distressed inks and use a what do you call it? What do you call them things? Stencil. I don't know. Lots of things to think about. Yeah, I think I did enough on this one for today. I did a lot actually, more than I felt at the moment that I was going to do. I knew I wanted to work in it, but I wasn't knowing where I was going to go. It's like, what do I do next? So I think that's it for today. I'm not going to talk about Kirby. I'll talk about Kirby, I don't know, tomorrow or something. I still have to do my sketching for today. And the day before, I'm a day behind now. I don't know. I may leave it that way because I'm still, it officially starts tomorrow. So I'm still ahead. Starts on the 20th, which is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? No, day after tomorrow. Tuesday? I get my days all mixed up. Um, yeah. Or I might do some tonight. I don't know. We'll see. But that's it for now. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So again, this is the coloring book, Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book, fantasy art adventure, and I'm having fun in it. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for Mandala Monday.